Hello, investors. This is Ted Zhang, portfolio manager at Revere Asset Management. Today is Thursday, February 6th, 5:08 p.m., coming to you from Fort Lauderdale with tonight's Revere Roundup Daily Market Insight video. Stay in the market. We're in an uptrend. Looking at the GROTECTION gauge, market leaders neutral, but with the green sub arrow. We're starting to see leaders firm up and act a lot better after the AI DeepSeek surprise. Even those names are starting to recover. Software is acting strong as well. Short term, major indexes above the 21 EMA. Medium term, major indexes above the 50-day, except small caps, which is actually just flirting with the 50-day, just a little bit above, actually, I believe. And long term, all key moving averages are still, all indexes, are still above the 200-day simple moving average. So what happened today? S&P and NASDAQ, strong close after some afternoon volatility, and I'll definitely showcase that. 21 over 21 list down 0.2%, 9 up, 1 neutral, 11 down. Big 8 up 0.71%, RG8 down 0.26%, S&P up 0.36%, RSP about flat, down 0.13%, QQQ up 0.52%, QQEW about flat, up 0.18%. Dow Jones down 0.28%. That should be highlighted red. Mid caps about flat, down 0.01%. Russell down 0.39%. That also should be red. Global 60/40 equities bonds up 0.18%, and GROTECTION up 0.57%. So jumping right into the charts, looking at the S&P 500, you can see last Friday, we had Trump tariff news, so that led to a late day reversal, followed by a gap down over the weekend, starting off Monday. But on Monday, we closed near highs of the day, reclaiming the 50-day moving average. And so far, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, we've trickled higher, reclaimed all key moving averages, with yesterday and today being on high volume, showing accumulation signatures. The key level right now remains 6,100. Once we break that and that reversal high from last Friday, we're likely off to the races once again. Let me just show you the volatility. We pretty much traded within a 20-point range all day. Had some quick volatility in the afternoon and then reclaimed that and quickly ripped back into new highs of the day. RSP, relatively weaker than the S&P 500 because the mega caps have still been strong and leading, such as Meta. RS line declining, building a cup with handle here. QQQ, also some VCP action in the base. The key level remains this 533, 534 area. Earlier pivot, 533.82, and then this 533, or sorry, this 539 area is the main pivot before we make new all-time highs. QQEW, cup with handle. This looks like it'll make new 52-week high soon. Dow Jones, cup with handle, beautiful cup with handle, really clean linear action. 821 and 50 are all aligned. 45,000 is the key level here. Mid caps also building itself its cup with handle, a little more jaggedy. MA still kind of all over the place and scrambled. I want to see those moving averages and uptrends, 821 aligned with the 50. Small caps, really just right at the 50-day. Just breaking above and reversing below. But this looks like it definitely wants higher here, especially if rates continue to come lower. We had a shakeout Monday and reclaim that. And looks pretty good. VIX spiked up Monday and has trickled down so far all week. So that is a good sign. And now below the 200-day moving average. The dollar failed breakout or huge reversal after the tariffs Monday. Tariff fears removed for at least a month after Trump negotiated and resolved some deals with Canada and Mexico. And now the dollar closed below the 50-day. Gold continues to trickle higher with a weak dollar, making new all-time highs, pulling back a little bit today, but still strong. Miners following suit as well. 821, 50-day, and 200, pretty much all aligned. Cup is building. We could potentially test the top of this base and then need to put in a handle. Bitcoin does stay weak Another close below the below the 50-day. I think this low remains key. 8 and 21 is sloping down now. We really need to see this area hold, or we're testing 50 again. We're really just building a base here. You can see one contraction, potentially another contraction. So maybe we wedge pop, build some other type of pattern like that, and then get going from there. And then bonds. Actually, I want to show Bitcoin on TradingView. Same thing. Second close below the 50. This 100-day has caught up, and that will be likely another area of support. We're just chopping around here in the space. Looking at bonds, the short end of the curve and the long end has really retreated, and there's definitely growing confidence that Trump administration and Doge, headed by Elon Musk, will have some impact on reducing our debt and our federal deficit. And that's precisely why the long end of the curve, especially the 10-year and the 30-year, have pulled back. With growing confidence that the US government can balance their budget at least a little bit better and reduce the debt and deficit, people are buying bonds again because they have more confidence that the government can pay them back and service their debt costs in the future. If you want to understand this topic better, Ray Dalio did a podcast with the All In Pod with Friedberg, Davis Friedberg, and Ray Dalio is one of the forefronts in this topic and area. So I highly recommend that if you're interested. So now so that's it for the inter-asset correlation. We'll bring up the tail of the tape now. So what's notable? Fear and greed at 41 in the fear territory when indexes are nearly trading at all-time highs. AAII saw bears jump to 43%, over 10 percentage points above historical averages. We love to see that fear, especially when stocks are starting to set up and indexes are near all-time highs. NAM, though, did jump 16 points. So those are kind of contradicting each other. We've kind of started seeing that a bit in the last 1-2 months. Still operating in the bull case, rally and trending above the 21 EMA. Tomorrow, the key news is economic data. Friday, non-farm payrolls. Day count, consolidation 13, consolidation 14. 3 days above the 8 EMA, 3 days above the 21 EMA. Expectations are positive. Some strong sectors, bond yields today, but overall they're in a downtrend or short-term downtrend. Dollar, energy, China, copper, regionals. Oil and gas was weak and the uranium was weak. We bought some kava today as a starter and we added some CEG. That puts our beta at 1.49, 5.79% open heat. Bottom line is S&P QQQ strong close after some afternoon volatility. So what I first wanted to do was review Amazon, which reported earnings after the close. They're down 4% right now. They beat earnings by 2 cents, came in at $1.86, consensus $1.84. Q4 revenues came in at $187.8 billion, consensus $187.23 billion. Amazon sees Q1 revenues between 151 and 155.5 billion, and consensus is 158. So they lowered guidance, and that is probably why they got hit after hours. FNGS continues to be really strong. Beautiful VCP action here, above the 60 level, above 60.6. This looks like it's going to be off to the races. This is pretty much just a Mag 7 index with a few other names like, I believe, Crowd and maybe Net or Snow. I can't exactly remember. In fact, let me showcase Perplexity and we'll search that up real quick. ETF components of FNGS. And look how amazing Perplexity is. There we go. They're all equal weighted. Crowd, Avgo, Now, Meta, Apple, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, Netflix, Microsoft. I love Perplexity. So going back to this, Tesla wants to highlight this. The lows of this base is 373.04. This is setting up an undercut reclaim setup. The double bottom pivot at 440. So definitely still stocking this. They're the leader and forefront in robotics. And today they actually posted a bunch of new jobs for robotics engineers. And where the talent flows is where often the next major technology and innovations begin. Affirm, another earnings, some volatility after hours, up 10.77% right now. And then finally, NVIDIA continues to be pretty weak. Huge gap down on that DeepSeek. And this volume has been contracting while it's rallied back in the 21 EMA. That's not a good sign. 50 days curled around as well. And looking at the weekly, 10 and 20 bearish cross, 30-week is flattened, 40-week is flattening as well. So continue to stay negative on NVIDIA. It's gapping down 1% after hours after running into the 21 EMA. So going over the 21 or 21 list, Palantir is the big winner today. Gap up on earnings, kind of exhausted itself. One tight day, undercut, reclaiming 100, and we blasted off today so far, up 10%. APP strong, bounce off the 8 EMA, building its cup with handle, earnings in 6 days. Bros starts to accelerate. You can see it's breaking this upper trend line, and this could lead to a climax-ish move into earnings, which will be interesting. RS line new highs as well. Zillow, breaking the cup with handle, poking its head out. RS line new highs with that blue dot and earnings in 5 days. On the downside, CLS, really just whippy action. This is not something I would touch, but really strong action though. Gap down the AI DeepSeek and completely has rallied into new highs. HIMS, really just a normal pullback after a massive move up from 24 to over 44. EQ2 natural gas fills the gap. Bearish reversal so far, but still above the 21 EMA. IBKR continues to trend nicely, just normal price action, nothing to talk about there. Reddit broke out of the space, above 200. It just puts in a normal day today as well. Pretty much bouncing off the 8 EMA. And then Hood, just another normal day bouncing off the 8 EMA. So that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. If you're interested in becoming a client or have any questions, you can email me at ted@revereasset.com. My Twitter, still locked out right now, is Ted H. Zhang. You can follow me there. Our phone is 855-REAL-WEALTH. That is 855-732-5932. Our website is Revere Asset, and our YouTube is Revere Asset as well. You can also email Dan and Don at revereasset.com. That being said, I'll wrap up today's video. Today's Thursday, February 6th. This is Ted Zhang, Portfolio Manager at Revere Asset Management, telling it like it is. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your day.